Minnesota Vikings. Now, when you look at the Minnesota Vikings in terms of run defense, pass defense, and total yards, they weren't really that great, right? They allowed a lot of yards. You know, they were 19th in total yards, 28th or 26th in total defense, and then 15th in runs. So not a lot of great numbers. The big thing for me when it comes to this Minnesota team, they didn't let other teams score the football, right? They were top 4 in the NFL in not allowing points per game, which to me, when we're talking defense, is arguably the most important part of playing a defensive countermeasure, right? Is that you can let teams do what they want to do in terms of running and passing. Are they scoring on you? That's what's important to me. And Minnesota did a great job a year ago not allowing teams to score the football. They were also one of the heaviest blitzing teams. I think that, you know, their coach over there, O'Brien, is very good, very creative at getting his guys in there. Another one of those teams that were really good at pressuring the quarterback a year ago. I thought that, you know, Minnesota was the highest blitzing team in the NFL, but it worked, right? It was very creative. I think that he comes up with new things each year to make that defense competitive. Again, while the Minnesota Vikings on paper, when you look at their total yards allowed, you're kind of like, eesh, they let teams kind of go up and down the field. They don't let teams score. And to me, that's more important than, you know, oh, yeah, we might have let up 300 passing yards, but the team only scored 10 points because we were so good in the red zone and because we were so good at forcing field goals and forcing turnovers.
I think their schedule helped them. What happened?
Nope.
I think that their schedule definitely helped them with some of the teams that they played last year. I would like to see if they can duplicate what they did last year into this season. Their defense is
going to have to be their backbone.
Yeah, and so with that being said, I'll just make it short. Again, this is another team I just want to see perform at a higher level because we can't base anything off of last year due to their schedule. And they really played nobody. And then when it mattered the most, again, it's another team that went into the playoffs and lost in the first round. So
solid. And I agree with you. I'm not saying that this Minnesota team is going to be like a Super Bowl favorite. I do think that they will be better in stopping the run, stopping the pass. If they can do that, they'll buy J.J. McCarthy time to develop. DP?
Yeah, I like Minnesota defensively. I think they were actually one of the hidden strong points of the team last year.
100%.
You know, Darnold proved to be what he was. He turned into a pumpkin, but this defense is legit.
Me and Mike were preaching this before. I'm telling you, you had people saying there's no way they're going to beat the Rams are going to beat them. Minnesota's going to the NFC Championship, and we're like, look at me in my face right now. Did you watch him against the Lions?
Yeah, it was part of the reason why I was so confident last year was just looking at the scope of quarterbacks that we would have to potentially go against. It's like, I'm not afraid of Goff. I'm not afraid of Sam Darnold. I'm not afraid of Love, Dak, none of them. And then, you know,
Matthew Stafford was the only one that you looked at him and you were kind of like,
but I still wasn't. The reason why I wasn't afraid of him is because for whatever reason, it seems like we have their number. And you know, once teams get your number, it's kind of hard to get out of that rut.
Us in Tampa.
Yeah. Or us and what we used to be with Seattle.
Right. Well, that's going to be my top 5, guys. Sports with Sunshine that's my top 5. I got the Baltimore Ravens, the Houston Texans, the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, and the Minnesota Vikings.